Rocksteady are coming back to do one last Batman Arkham game this October for next gen only, so therefore Warner Bros Montreal have released some new DLC story expansions for Arkham Origins, and this one is showing the origin of Mr. Freeze. And how is it? It's short, very short actually. I didn't expect it to be long. I know, I didn't expect it to be the length of the story for Arkham Origins. I didn't expect it to be that long. I just didn't expect it to be this short. I completed it about 2.5 hours. I mean, yeah, I did it over some days. I mean, I did it when the date came out and the day after. I did it overnight because I had to stop and start and yeah. But if I combine all the time I was playing it, I'd say it's about 2 and a bit hours I completed it in. So it wasn't really as long as I thought it would be. But anyway, length aside, let's talk about some of the stuff. Now, this is the origin of Mr. Freeze, and it starts off at the Bruce Wayne's Humanitarian of the Year Awards. Ferris Boyle, who's the CEO of GothCorp, is accepting his award. Then, boom! Mr. Freeze just comes storming the place with his massive gun, and he's like kidnapping the guy. And now we've got a game. And if I'm going to be honest, it was good. I mean, it felt really good to be playing it again, to be playing Arkham Origins again, to spark my interest in it again, because obviously ever since I completed it, I haven't really played it because there's not really that much to do left in the main story. So this got me interested again, at least. Now, at the start of the game, you play as Bruce Wayne. You know, you're just battering some guys as Bruce Wayne, and you have to quickly go down through the wine cellar and get to the Batcave. Batcave's still pretty damaged after the last visit of Ben in Arkham Origins, and that's pretty good that it's actually keeping up with the story from the last game. And then you're Batman, and now you're trying to fight your way through everyone, get to Mr. Freeze, stop his evil plan, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole gist of the game. Now, I just want to comment on Mr. Freeze. I think Mr. Freeze in this is actually pretty cool. He's actually really big. He's like 7 foot tall. He's got a massive suit. You know, he's like his big helmet. He sounds menacing. I thought Mr. Freeze was great in this game. One of the new features of this game is Batman. He's got a new suit, the XE suit. Now, this suit is like a big bulky thing. It makes Batman look proper big on his shoulders. It's like a mask over his face, so when he talks, you can hear him muffled all inside like this, like, Alfred, I need to get to Mr. Freeze now. And it's like, you hear stuff like that, and basically it's a thermal suit because though it's Mr. Freeze, everything's all frozen. And basically you need to, some of the gutters that you have to rip the door off, it's actually frozen up, so you have to, instead of the shot gloves, it's thermal gloves, so you get fire and you like burn it off, and it's like poof, and you just, thermal gloves basically. And plus you can use them when you're fighting people, so you punch people, it's like woof, 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 and they're just burning stuff all over the place. So I think the XE suit was pretty badass, it makes him look pretty cool as well. So the Mr. Freeze boss fight, how was that? I thought it was difficult at first because I didn't have a clue what I was supposed to do, but when I found out what to do, it was actually pretty easy. So it weren't as challenging as I thought it would be, the Mr. Freeze boss fight, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. Now, with side stuff, there is a few side stuff to do, and by a few I mean literally a few. You have to stop some riots going on from the followers of Anarchy. The guy's like the revolutionary guy saying we don't want any more government and stuff like that in Arkham Origins. You have to stop his riots. There's only 4 in the game. The last one is not really a riot. You have to hack into a device and then quickly go find a bomb before they all blow up, so that's pretty easy. And pretty much it for Anarchy. And plus, that's another thing I have to mention. The game is entirely set in the southern part of the map. You know how you have the top bit, the bridge, and then the bottom bit. It's only set in the bottom bit. You can't even go to the top bit in Cold Heart. You can only free roam the bottom bit. That's where all the stuff is happening. And just to clarify, another thing you have to do, another side thing is there's frozen victims. I was just like coppers all frozen like that thanks to Mr. Freeze, you know, frozen in a certain position. Until you can't do it until you get the XE suit, so you have to go and burn them out, and there's 20 of them scattered across the bottom part of the map, so there's nothing really interesting to do in terms of the side stuff, so yeah, there's that bit. So overall, Cold Heart, it could have been better in my opinion. They could have added more stuff. They could have made the story a bit longer, well, a lot longer. And the XE suit is badass. Mr. Freeze is awesome. I thought the story was decent enough, and it's a good thing it wasn't a total waste of money. I mean, here in England I only paid £8 for it, and here in America I think you spent $10 on it, which isn't a total bust. So Cold Heart, yeah, it is short. It's not necessarily exciting. There isn't a lot of stuff to do. Mr. Freeze is a good villain, so as I approve Cold Heart of being a decent thing to play, and it's also worthy of download. You might as well download it. If you're a fan of Arkham Origins or the Arkham games, you probably will like it. So you might as well download it. It's only $10 or £8 depending on where you are. So, but when you play it, it's a decent time. It's a decent time to play. Gets you interested in the game anyway. But once you play it, it's like poof, gone. I'm not going to play it again now. I mean, there's nothing left to do now, is there? Until Arkham Knight comes out, but that depends on all if I get an Xbox One or a PS4, which is really unlikely, and I really want to play that game so bad because it looks so good. So anyway, I want to know, cold heart for Batman Arkham Origins. Have you played it? What do you think about it? Put it in comments below, and I get more stuff to you back as soon as I possibly can.